Hey there, guys. Love Them Knives channel. Yes, we do. Even when we live in Florida, we love them knives. We're starting to learn how to appreciate carrying very lightweight knives because of the hot weather. You don't want 6 ounce. But when winter time comes around and it's a blistering cold 75 degrees, then you can wear your jeans again, man. Hey, if you're old Florida, you wear your jeans anyhow in the summer. You know, what the hell, because nothing's that hot. The LP from Kizer LP. So, you know what? Did you always think to yourself, oh yeah, that I've been using this knife? Crap. Did you always think to yourself, wouldn't it be interesting if the Kizer Feist was an XL? Well, brother, of course, this is not a front flipper, okay? So if you ever thought to yourself, wouldn't it be great if the Kizer Feist was bigger and it wasn't a front flipper? Because there are people that go, front flipper, nah. And there's a lot that love front flippers, so okay. I mean, I can go either way, but okay, so this is not a front flipper and it's not small. And you can get it in the dark side, the Darth Vader version. Well, that'll get you to get it right there, man. It is cool though. At first I wasn't sure how I felt about it. Oh, here's the model number on the box for the dark one, the black stonewash, black micarta. Okay. 154 cm, and of course it's an Azo design, and of course it's almost 3.5 inch blade length, and it's almost a lot of things. Well, if that's really close to 3.5 inches, what do you think? It's 3 3/8 cutting edge. Okay, if you go up to the closest place on the bolster, technically it's not quite 3.5. But let's just call it 3.5 at 90 inches. And not quite 8 inches. We got a lot of not quites here, but close to 8 inches and 20 centimeters. It's light, it's slender, it's, that's kind of cool when you can have a full length knife and, the ergos are straight across, man. It's just easy. Also, deep carry pocket clip, okay, right or left hand, and then you got this lanyard hole in there, but there is no back spacer. It's a pretty open design. Maybe you need about 10 more of these standoffs, all in a row, just to support that. It's like, you can spread them out, dude. But, okay, well, they had to do this, or they did do this, so, but they could have maybe brought it over here. I don't know. It doesn't really make that much difference. It's pretty sturdy regardless. And you've got, these liners are not nested. So they're showing. And they're, a little heavier gauge than most nested liners are. So, yeah, you can feel that. And skeletonized inside. We'll take one of these doodahs apart, right? So if you want to go dark side, go dark side. But here's the thing. It's where you gonna flick this. You might get lucky and get enough. No, I can't. Okay, so really, it's not really made for anything except the top flipper. And it's jimped up here. Flipper tab's not too big, so that's okay. Comes down here, gives you a little bit of a guard here to keep from sliding forward. I don't know. The choil's there for sharpening, really. It'd be okay for that, but it's not really a go-forward position. If you're handy-dandy with your grinder and stuff, you could extend the choil if you wanted to. I don't know. As far as I'm concerned, they could have made this a little less broad here and maybe a little bit shorter, but I don't know that there was a lot of room for change there. But, the design flow is good, and of course, Azo, has done a bunch. Blade to handle length, you think? you think? And we're there, yes. So, I mean, you can flip it right and left and deep carry, and screws are flat there so they don't protrude up into the area where it slides over the lip of your pocket. And yes, I have carried this one. I have not carried this one. I have carried this one. I have used this one. And oh, by the way, 154 cm. Got some old paper from something else. Oh, she's still good. Wow, wow. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, sometimes some people are like, you seem so surprised that it'll cut paper. No, but I mean, there's a difference between just kind of, fair and meddling to actually really, really sharp, like cold steel sharp. So that's when, when I run this across something and it just really, you don't feel the drag and it really is pretty damn sharp. It's one of those things that brings you joy. It brings you joy. So yeah, I mean, let's check it out. See if there's inconsistencies in manufacture here. Okay, this one, it's pretty close. I'd say maybe a little less, and then maybe just, the finish on the blade makes a difference. But, I'm sure they probably vary from unit to unit. But this one, yeah, she's got a different finish there and really, really drops through the paper really quick. And amazing, because this one is the one I've been using to open other boxes and stuff that came in from my last knife sale in June and blah, blah, blah. And there was a lot of boxes that came in. And not that I use this exclusively, but, I mean, you could tell I had stuff on here. And yeah. And I try and wipe them down pretty well. So it's when I get them under these lights is when I see that I didn't wipe it down that well. But, this natural G10 is nice in a way also because I kind of like the translucency a bit. That's kind of cool, but also you can do so much with it. And, I know a couple of guys that we go back and forth on Instagram, DM and stuff. And like Chad over in Kansas, I mean, he's famous for taking this and going either like a purple or some kind of a blue color, like sapphire blue or something. And they're stunning. They really color up nice. So, and you don't have a backspacer to have to pull off. So just the two slabs there. And boom, you can make it what you want. You could make it a different color, green or blue or purple. So that's kind of cool. As opposed to micarta, which is not going to, I mean, especially this color, you can dye some kinds of micarta, but not that. So, I mean, that's kind of neat. You can customize that as you wish. And so therefore I get a lot of natural G10 stuff if I can, because it's so easy to work with if you want to change the color. And this baby up here, look at the jimping clear down here. So, I mean, yeah, you can get up on your work, and it's a full-size blade, and there's 3 3/4 inch cutting edge. So, oh, by the way, I guess I never did do this. 12.2, let me see, 0.48. That's pretty slender, and it feels slender in the pocket. You don't really. What's this? Oh, yeah, that's under 3. Is that under 3? Hold on. Yeah, wow. 2.6, somewhere in there, millimeters at 0.1. Wow. Okay, well, it's pretty slicey then. Yeah, it is pretty slicey. And it doesn't weigh much. So let's pull the scales down because, yeah, there's the other test here. Slender in the pocket, but it feels fairly lightweight. Yeah, 3.6 ounces. Okay. Let's see if the micarta version is much of any different. A little lighter. About 3.4, And let's go to grams, 95.8. 102.3. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, G10's a little heavier. Okay, that's interesting. But, yeah, you know what? I like G10. It's a lot of times it has really good traction. So does micarta, depending on how the grain goes or if it's polished micarta or not. But also, this is pretty resistant to like chemicals or anything that gets on it, and also it really doesn't show marks and scratches and stuff so well. I mean, you can pretty much toss it around in a drawer or whatever and pull it out, and you know, titanium is going to have snail trails and all that, but this, no. And this is relatively inexpensive knife. The reason I show you White Mountain is because Kizer hasn't given me a discount code. Okay, but I'll give you the link to the Kizer website, but also to the link of it on White Mountain, because then you can buy it for $75 minus, okay, 10%. So it's going to be in the $60-something range, okay? And they don't charge tax or shipping right now, okay? And then there's their stats as well on this knife, okay? So, and of course, then it shows both of them. And doesn't matter, micarta or G10, the same price, you know, whatever. But yeah, I mean, I like it. It's got that kind of Feist feel, and yet it's bigger. I keep joking with him about I'm waiting for the 4-inch Feist to come out, the big old, you know, double XL. Oh, not that they plan on doing one. I mean, I rib them about it. Who knows? Maybe they'll take me up on it and they'll actually do that. I mean, because they got the Cormorant, right? And, well, actually, White Mountain Knives came out with a Cormorant. I just ordered that, and I don't know when I'm going to post this video, but I ordered it. So, yeah, I should have it here in a couple days. And you know what? The Cormorant XL, it's in 3V, right? It's an exclusive for White Mountain, but 3.5 inch is the XL. So I'm going, and a buddy of mine goes, 3.5, not exactly XL, is it? And I go, yeah, I mean, the bag lighter button lock XL was 4-inch, you know, blade. So I would have thought Cormorant in a 4-inch, and that would have been way cool. That would have been way cool, especially with the PlayStation, you know, thing. But they do have the white and black, you know, X whatever stuff on it. So on the XL. So the Cormorant is a button lock. It's cool, even with 3.5 and 3V blade, 3.5-inch blade in 3V. Yeah, I'm in. I get you. But this is cool. What is going on with Kizer? They are kicking ass, are they not? I mean, seriously, I think they are. I guess we can pull this apart. You know, this is just so fidget friendly. It's so easy to disengage this. There's your lockup. That's 35 to 40%. But, I mean, it's just so easy to disengage this. Whew. Just like that. It's centered, no blade play, no lock rock. I'm not having any problems with it. So, sorry. Normally, I'd discuss that, but sometimes it just goes without saying. I mean, I'd bring it up if I had issues. There you go. I mean, and, oh, by the way, just for the hell of it, I mean, hiccup, another one. I was just saying they're kicking ass. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Oh, is this the one? This is the one I took to the saltwater swimming pool. Yeah, I hope it's okay when I do the disassembly on that. Okay, and then, of course, their denim series with the bag lighter and the sheepdog. And my sheepdog's in the other room, I guess, but bag lighter's here. And, oh, drop. Oh, yeah, we're going to mess with you a little bit and kind of get that thing just to kick away. Once it does, but it'll sit. See? Oh, there it goes. Okay. So it's a little, I think it probably needs a little release on that pivot. But what is this? Take it easy? What is that? But, I mean, it comes with those denim folding pouches. Woo! How cool. Okay, you guys get out of here. We got to get to work on this one. But, wow. They are doing a lot of different things, and that sheepdog is, you know, they got rid of the flipper tab and all that. They're making changes. Okay, now let's see. These are going to be number 6s, aren't they? Now, is this number? This is probably number 6 on my little weehaw here. And you too, buddy. And you. And you. Well, let's see if I got them all backed out enough to come apart. I did, okay. So is one longer than the other? Nope, same length. Here's your body screws, and they look the same length as well. And then there's your G10. G Willikers, lock bar side, by the way. No internal screws here. So, will this come off? Yes, real easy, and that's clean. That's nice. And we've got ceramic bearings, and of course, since we have no entry to the front here, but we do have a squared off pivot, so that's all good right there. Okay, so, and then there's your ceramic bearings. And of course, this is your presentation side. There's your blade stop, skeletonized liners, a little bit of that going on in here on the lock bar side as well. So yeah, I mean, it's crazy good drop, so that's really nice. I mean, it's fidget friendly, yet it's sharp, it's slender, it's pretty lightweight, and it's full size. So, and if you like this kind of blade design shape and you like a top flipper as opposed to maybe a front flipper, this could be a good user. I see these kind of blade shapes as box cutters, and I cut a lot of boxes, okay? So I like getting in like X-Acto knife type way. I like doing that kind of stuff, so that's me. Okay, you ready to put it back together? Now, how did this come apart? I better back up the whole tape. Back up the tape. Okay, so we got us a flat spot, and we got us a flat spot here on this liner, so flat to flat, huh? Not too tough. This seems, I mean, I didn't have any issues with the hardware. So, you know, some people are always very suspect of these budget knives, especially if they're not made in the U.S., and they just call them junk and stuff like that. That's fine. Come on over. Bring your whatever you want to bring, and let's go cutting. You know, the problem is when you spend $400 or $500 on a knife, I find in my own experience, my friends, that a lot of guys are very not inclined so much to get that $500 knife out and treat it like a redheaded stepchild. But you know, these things, yeah, you can get out and who cares, right? So you can get out and really feel free to do your cutting tasks with these. And I see what I did. Okay, let's, in the middle, right in the middle. Okay, let's get it centered in. Okay. Yikes. Okay, because I saw these holes weren't quite lined up, and I go, something's wrong. Okay. And, okay, so we got the little number 6s. But, I mean, this is the kind of stuff I use all the time, the beaters, right? But they're fun. I mean, you can have beaters that are just a hell of a lot of fun because they got a great design. They're light. Their fidget factor's great. There's plenty of cutting length on the blades, and they come in steels that are relatively easy to maintain. You know, I mean, super steels are great until that day when it finally comes to visit you that you got to get it on the sharpener. And baby, get out the diamonds, you know, and prepare to take a while. Or at least for me it does. So it's one of those things, I almost feel like I gotta rather box them up and send them to somebody else to sharpen. But the stuff like this, I can put on the strap, I can do whatever, and I can do it pretty quick and go again. So now I gotta actually tighten that to where it's supposed to be. And is it where it? No, hell no, it's not even close. What the hell? I didn't even get it. I did not get this locked down at all. Okay, gotta keep going. Okay, now is it centered? Of course. Ooh, now I got it really good. Okay, come on. Let's loosen you up. Yeah, okay. Give you a little bit of relief there. Okay, now it's back to crazy drop time, but it's centered. Yeah, okay. And is there any play to it? No. Okay, so we're good. Yeah, we are. Yeah, we're good. Okay. So I got both of these dogs here. LP. And I don't know, I was DMing the Kizer person on Instagram, and they were saying something like it was some kind of low pow or something name, and I can't remember how to pronounce it now, is what LP stands for in Chinese, which means wife. And they were joking that Azo named it after wife. Which is probably not true, and they were just jacking with me, pulling my leg. Anyhow, because I said, what does LP stand for? Lazy people. Lazy people want something easy to use? Well, this might be your knife then. I don't know. I don't know what LP stands for. So let's just, use your own imagination. But I'm going to let you go regardless. What do you think? Kind of the Feist that you've always wanted if you didn't want a front flipper and you wanted it bigger? Because we do love them knives, so you guys stay sharp.